Hey you guys, I'm Tatiana. Where I'm at right now, it's 8, almost 9 o'clock in the morning. So sorry if I look like, I just woke up. But I was like, let me go ahead and just do another video before I get my day started today. I have 9 grants that I have to share with you guys. So this may be a pretty much lengthy video, but I just want to give you guys all of the information I have because I have so many other grants on the back burner. So why not? I hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day. Um, but yeah, so I'm Tatiana. If you're new to my channel, I'm the owner of Naturally A1. I sell Seamoss Vitamins, natural hair care and skincare products. I also manage the social media accounts for me and my significant others' business accounts. So that's a little bit about me and what I do. I'm a new mother. My baby girl will be 5 months in a few days. So yeah, it's crazy watching her grow. But that's just a little bit about me if you're new to my channel. I will leave my social media links in the link in the description. And I'll also leave my website link down there if you guys want to look at the Seamoss vitamins or any hair care or skincare products that you might be interested in. So yeah, don't forget to like this video if it was helpful to you. If none of these grants apply to you, share this video with somebody that you think it might apply to help them. There's a lot of free money going around right now, so just help the next person if you can. And also just subscribe to my channel for any more helpful information. The purpose of the challenge is to share my entrepreneur journey with you guys, talk about business topics, share free money, things of that nature. So I just made this channel to be a service to other people. All right, with that being said, let's get started because this is going to be a pretty lengthy video because I'm giving out 9 grants in this video. All right, bear with me one moment. Let's get started. Right now, as you guys know, I'm going to describe the grant to you, give you some information, then I'm going to show you the questions that they have on their application. So this first grant that we're going over today is called the podcast grant. Now, they're giving $100,000 to budding podcasters. Okay, and it shows who they're presented by. You can click on these little links here if you want to read a little bit more about them. So let's read what they have going on. We love audio. We want to support small independent podcasts, and we want to support people with cool podcast ideas. So we're awarding between $250 and $5,000 in sponsorship to hundreds of podcasters and podcasters to be. Y'all deserve more love, and we're here to give it to you. All you need is an interesting idea. All right, who can apply? You have a podcast or a podcast curious, so you don't even have to have a podcast started. You know what I'm saying? You've had less than $10,000 in sponsorship for your podcast. You got stuff to say and want to sponsor. You're in the United States. That's simple. That is simple. And it says, we know you know someone with a podcast or a podcast idea. Tell them about podcast. And they go on, they tell you their judges, they got their judges, Twitter handle, Instagram handle, so you can look into the judges a little more. But these are all of the judges. They have a facts page. This is a frequently asked questions section here. Why are you doing this? They go in the description why they're doing this. How are winners decided? So let's read this. Applications will be judged based on a number of criteria. Here are examples of some of the questions the judges will be answering. How creative is this person? How compelling is the topic idea? How well suited is this person to host this specific podcast? How likely do you think this podcast is to be successful? How strong were the endorsements this person got, if applicable? Who would subscribe to this podcast? All right. And then we already went over how much you win. So between $250 to $5,000. What do we have to do if we win? This is indeed a real sponsorship for your podcast. We'll give you an ad to read, and we hope that you do. It will largely be on the honor system. And if your podcast doesn't exist yet, we just hope you'll do the ad read if when you end up launching it. All right, what is the eligibility requirement? We went over that already. As you can see, this is very helpful. The section with the frequently asked questions. Let's read this. How and when will you announce the winners? We will begin to announce winners on March the 25th. So you guys get these applications in because they announce the winners on the 25th. It says, what if I don't end up launching a podcast? Then they go on to say, we know how hard it is to launch a podcast. If you are one of the winners of Podcash, but you don't end up launching a podcast, that's totally fine. If you're overwhelmed by the idea of launching a full-fledged podcast, check out the question below this one. How can I launch my podcast on Racket instead? Yes, while creating a Racket isn't the same as creating a podcast, it's a good alternative if you don't want to launch a full-blown podcast. We would love to have you as a part of our community. All right, so then you'll click on this link to kind of get an understanding of what Racket is. And they tell you what the contest is hosted by right here. Let's go ahead and click on apply up here. And so here you go, apply by March the 4th to be chosen for Podcash and be sponsored by Racket. So you guys have until March the 4th, and then they will announce the winners on March the 25th. Okay, so just keep that in mind, put it in your calendar, reminder so you don't forget. Podcash is currently only open to U.S. residents over the age of 18, free eligibility requirements here. You guys can click on that, but we already read the eligibility. So how you apply is they want your full name, your email address. They want, if you have a Racket at name, a Twitter at name, Instagram, or any other social media. Do you have a podcast right now? You select which one is your situation that you do, you don't, but you plan on starting one. If you have a podcast, they want the link to your podcast. What is the title, topic, and theme of your podcast or podcast to be? How much sponsorship income has your podcast made since you started it? And you'll answer below. Which podcasters do you admire and why? I know a lot of us listen to podcasts. I can name like 5 right now. Like I love, because it's like so much juicy information that you don't know, so put who you admire up there. Why are you the best person to host this podcast? Okay, they want you to say that. And why do you want to be a podcaster? And then you're just going to submit that application. All right, guys, so remember, apply by March the 4th, and they will select the winners. March 25th, you can win $250 up to $5,000 for this grant. All right, now let's pull up the next one. So the next grant that we are going over is, this grant is Corporate Council Women of Color will award $5,000. So to 5 people, they'll award $5,000. It's grants to women of color entrepreneurs. All right, let's read a little bit about it. So the criteria for the CCWC Women of Color Entrepreneur Grant: 1, the business must operate in the United States. 2, the business must be established as of January 1st, 2020 with the EIN number. Now, if you don't have an EIN number, that's so super easy. So you just go to the, where do you get it from? Like the Internal Revenue, wherever your state is, just look on Google and click EIN number. It's free. So if you don't have that, but you have a business, go research how to get an EIN number. It's pretty simple. I have one. My boyfriend has one. It only takes like 5 minutes. So if you don't have that and you want to apply to this, just go on your Google search and it'll take you in the right direction. And if you can't find it, I'll leave my email below so you can research. So you can reach out to me and I'll help you get to it. Okay, so the third one, the business is a legal for-profit business. The business has generated over $25,000 in revenue since January 1st, 2020. The applicant must be at least 18 years of age at the time of submitting this application. The CCWC Review Committee will review submissions in May 2022, and grants will be awarded to winners and finalists in August 2022. So even though you might not be getting the money now, I mean, a few months go by, August will be here before we even know it. So, you know, just it doesn't hurt just to fill it out, and then, oh my God, I'm one of the winners in August. So you never know how the universe works. So this application process seems pretty simple. They just want your first name, your last name, your address, your telephone number, your email, name of business or product, your company website, your annual gross sales, and they want you to describe the sector that describes your business or product. So you'll select one of these right here, whichever one your business or product is. The next is what state is your business in currently? And you'll select one of those right there. Provide a brief non-confidential description of your business or product. So they want you to describe your business. Describe in 500 words how you would use the $5,000 grant. And then upload a photo of your business or product if applicable. So I mean, upload your logo or show a picture of the product that you are serving to other people, and then submit. You know, that's not that hard, but I wouldn't rush through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want you to be descriptive, and you never know how many people are applying. So make sure you are putting like legit, genuine, down to earth answers, you know, for a chance to win. So I will leave the link in the description below for you guys for this grant, but this is for women of color, entrepreneurs. So if you're a woman of color, you can definitely apply. Now, with that being said, I'm going to pull up the next one for you guys. Okay, so the next one is the Her Rise Micro Grant. It provides financial support to women of color creating innovative solutions that impact their community and that are often unable to secure funding for their small business. Each month, a $500 micro grant will be awarded to a small business owned by women of color. Small business grants are useful for financing a particular small business need. Past recipients use their growth grants for computers, equipment, marketing materials, software purchase, website creation, and more. So $500, don't sleep on it. That can definitely do a lot for your business. And then look at this beautiful woman here. So this was the grant recipient of January 2022, Ashanti Clemens. Okay, so you can see that they're doing it every month. Now, you can apply. So we're going to click the apply for Her Rise micro grant button and see how their application looks. Click on it here, and they tell you here how you qualify. So your business is 51% owned by women of color. Business is currently registered in the US. Nonprofits, franchise, direct seller, authorized reseller, or independent consultants are not eligible. Applicant must be a HerSpot member. Registration is free at hersweetspot.com/register. So you do have to register as a member. So make sure you guys do that first. And it says small business grants are useful for finance of a particular small business. Okay, we already read that. So let's press start. What is your gender? You're gonna click what you identify as. And then how do you identify, like your race, Asian, Black, African American? Yeah, so just fill that in right there. Okay, then they ask you, are you a member of Her Sweet Spot? So you're gonna be a member, you're gonna register. They're telling you to register, okay? So register, click yes, and let's see what the next question is. All right, they wanna know, is your business 51% owned by a woman of color and legally registered in the United States? Right, and then the next section is about the founder. They want to know your first name, so enter your first name. And then they want to know your last name, so type in your last name. Next, they want your email address. So put in your email address. Right, and then they want to know your mailing address. So put in your mailing address. Put in your mailing address. They're going to ask you for your city. Put that in for. They want to know your state. So put that in for them. Right, and then they want to know your zip code. So put in your zip code for them. Then next, they want to know your phone number. So enter in your phone number. And then they want your business title. So put that in for them. And then they want to know, other than your business, are you currently employed? So you'll put if you're employed part-time or full-time or no. Then next, they want you to upload a headshot. So if you're selected, a graphic will be created with your headshot logo. You must consent to use your headshot logo. Like we saw that woman that won in January. Y'all put a nice professional headshot up there, okay? Section, they want to know about the business. So enter in your business name next. And put in your business address. And put in the city. Next, put in the state for them. And next, put in the zip code. And then they want to know, what is your business formation? Sole proprietorship, general partnership, LLC, LLP, C corporation, or S corporation. Next, they want you to put in your business website. You must have a business website, guys. Put in your business email. And they want your business description. So describe your business for them. And they want you to put your logo up here. And if you don't have a logo, you can go to Fiverr.com and literally pay somebody $5. Or you can research on YouTube how to make your own logo. I know how to make my own logo. It's super, super simple. So if you don't have that information, you should definitely get it. So upload a logo photo. And they want to know, what industry do you dominate? So you'll put in, what you do: retail, fashion, food and beverage. Just put in something right there that that relates to your business. Okay, then they want to know how many years you've been in business and selling your product or service. Next, they want to know how many employees that you have. And then they want to know, what was your gross revenue for 2021? So you'll put that information in. You want to know, what is your projected revenue for 2022? So put that in for them. And they want to know, what is the primary way you will use this grant to help your business? So let them know: pay business location rent, create online store, marketing, advertising, whichever one relates to you. Then they say, anything else you want to tell us about your need for the grant funds. So you'll type that in right there for them. And then they want to know, what are the greatest challenges you are facing to grow your business? So you'll select one of these right here that relates to you. And then they want your business Facebook. So you'll put in the Facebook account for your business. And then they want your business Twitter, put that in for them. They want your business Instagram. All right, and then they want your business YouTube. They're asking a lot of questions, but if you have enough time, you can get through it. And then they want to know, how did you hear about the Her Sweet Spot micro grant? And you'll let them know how you heard. So I mean, if this is your first time hearing it, you'll just say word of mouth because you heard it from me. All right, and then they have some legal information that you guys can read through. I'm not going to read through it because I have a few more grants to show you guys. But you'll read through that and then you'll accept or you don't accept, and then you will submit your application. So that is their application process. They fund you on a monthly basis. All right, now with that being said, I will pull up the next grant for you guys. So the next grant is the Peanut Start Her grant. All right, it shows that Michelle Kennedy founded this in 2017. Her mission was to help women foster meaningful connections. And then 4 years later, her extension of that mission is Peanut Start Her, a micro fund investing in women and underrepresented founders of all ages, life stages, ethnicities, and sexual orientations. So that tells you a little bit about who started this company and what they're doing. Now you guys can read the page when you guys have time to. It tells you guys what they're looking for, a mission that has an impact on our society and or planet, founders who are underrepresented in the venture capital market, and companies that are pre-seed. Okay, so they said that how they can help, they do funding, mentorship, and strategic networking. All right, so then their application is right here. It tells you that their submission are accepted on a rolling basis. So let's see what their application process is. So it says that Start Her is a microfund investing in women and underrepresented founders of all ages, life stages, ethnicities, and sexual orientations who strive to make a positive impact on society, healthcare, or the environment. We will write checks up to $50,000 and will likely be one of your first. All right, and then it says, once you have submitted your application, please wait to hear from us. Our investment committee meets every 6 months and all applications will be considered then. All right, so let's click on start application. And type your name. Next, add your email address. All right, now put the name of your business next. And then put the stage of your business, whether you pre-launched, launched, or other. Then next, they want the number of employees that you have. If it's just yourself, then just put 1. The next, they want to know, do you have previous funding? So you'll press yes or no for that. All right, and then how much funding have you raised and from who? All right, and then they want you to pitch your business to them. So in no more than 500 words, what is your business or business concept? Excuse me, my daughter's in the background. Don't forget to include the important parts. Who is your target audience? How will you monetize? In which markets? What do you need to prove to get launched or grow? So type your answer in there. Then next, they want you to, this is called deck upload. This should include your business plan. Tell us why we should be investing in you. If you have trouble uploading, move to the next question to link your deck instead. All right, so they want a document showing you your business plan. All right, and then they want to know, who are your competitors? So you'll put that in right there. All right, and then they want to know, how much are you raising? And that was the last question. So they say, thanks for your application. The Start Her team will be in touch with you should we require more information. So that is that grant. Again, I will leave all links in the description below. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, now the next grant is called the K4 Foundation. It shows a little bit of information. It says it was incorporated in the state of Connecticut by Dr. Natasha Wright in February of 2020, and it seeks to assist and support women of color who dream of becoming an entrepreneur or who are new to entrepreneurial activities. Then they go to let you know the board of directors is made up of Black women business owners. And then a little more information. So they say that they provide small grants of $500 in educational workshops. They say their awards do not have to be repaid. There is no idea that's too small. It's not about the concept, it's about the woman behind the concept. And they want to hear your passion. And then let's scroll down a little bit. They show you the Wisdom Council here. And the request for proposal, the calendar. All right, and then they have a frequently asked page down here. How much is the grant? 500. How often is the grant awarded? The grant is awarded monthly. So this is a monthly grant. When are applications accepted? Applications are accepted between the 1st and 14th of the month. Applications received after 11:59 p.m. on the 14th will not be considered. So, all right, so it is February the 15th right now. So your chance to apply again will be March the 1st through the 14th. And then it says, how are the grant winners selected each month? Each application is read and researched carefully. The top 3 applications are reviewed and discussed by the Wisdom Council. Applicants may be requested to interview as a part of the decision-making process. Grantees are announced on the 10th of the following month via email. Funds will be dispersed within 14 business days of receiving the award notification. Grantees will be featured on our website and social media pages. Grantees are automatically eligible for the year in $1,500 grant. If your application is not selected as the winner, you may apply the following month. Applications are not automatically rolled over to the next month. You must reapply. So that's good. You can apply as many times as you need. Are nonprofits eligible? Yes. Do I need a website? No. Is there an application fee? No. What criteria do you use? The applicant must be a woman of color. The business must be 100% woman-owned. An applicant must reside in the United States. And then we just answered that question right here. So let's go ahead and see the past grant recipients. This is the past grant recipients that have won this grant. So let's go ahead and click apply now. So on their application, they want your name, your email, your phone number. They want you to tell them about yourself and about your business. What would you do with the grant? And what is your sustainability plan? Your website or social media handle, and then they want you to upload a photo of yourself and then submit. So that's all that's to this grant here. And I'll leave the link in the description below for you guys. Let's pull up the next one. All right, so this next grant is called Girl Share Your Story Scholarship 2022, Turn Your Story into a Book. Okay, so the purpose is designed to give African American women the chance to share their unique perspectives with the world and become first-time authors. So scholarship details, the Girl Share Your Story Scholarship is accepting applications until April 10th, 2022. So you guys have a little bit of time, but I say just go ahead and apply if you are watching this and are interested so you don't forget. It shows 73 scholarships will be granted. Selected recipients will be notified by email and Instagram in April. Must follow Girl Share Your Story on Instagram. Only apply if you've never published a book before or been a part of an anthology. This opportunity is for first-time authors only. All right, and then they tell a little bit about them. They have helped 1,375 people write and publish books, many of which have become international bestsellers. And they give a little bit more information about how their movement has changed a lot of people's lives. And this is the couple that is running this grant right here. They have a few testimonials. They've been seen on NBC, ABC, Fox, CNN, BET. So this looks like a very big opportunity. They want you, this is their little application right here. They just want your first, last name, phone, email, tell us your story. How much are you willing to invest to publish your book? And have you followed at Girl Share Your Story on Instagram.com. And then you will click submit. And that's all that's to that grant right there. Again, you do have until April the 10th, but I would go ahead and apply now so you can kind of be in the wave of, I don't know how they do their process, but you just always want to be in that first wave, not the last minute wave. All right, now with that being said, I'll pull up the next one. All right, guys, this is actually going to be the last grant that I share today. I will share more this week, but I do have to cut the video short so I can get my day started. But this one is called the Healthy Rich. Okay, it's a current writing contest. Okay, let's read a little bit. It says, how has your identity as a Black person affected your career, jobs, and or your relationship with money? Submit your essay on the theme of Black finance to share your stories, experience, and perspective. They go into what they're looking for. Genre, personal essay, length 500 to 2,000 words. Theme is Black finance. Questions to answer: how has your identity as a Black person affected your career, jobs, and or your relationship with money? And open to any writer 18 plus who identifies as a Black African American, regardless of previous experience or publication. They have no location requirements. So the submission period is January 17th through March 15th, 2022. They don't have an entry fee. So y'all get that, your submissions in before March the 15th. Okay, the prizes: 1 first place, 1 second place, 1 third place, and up to 2 runners will be published. All winners get a mentor session and lifetime membership in our community of contributors. First, second, and third place winners will also receive a cash prize. So first place will receive $250 plus publication, mentor session, community membership. Second place, $150 plus the publication, mentorship session, and community membership. Third place will be $75 with all of that, those benefits. Then the runner-ups just basically receive all of the mentorship, the publication, and community mentorship. And the cash prize is paid by PayPal or Venmo. They tell you how to submit. So 1, create the essay in a Google Doc with sharing settings on anyone on the internet with this link can edit. Fill out the submission form and add the Google Doc link. That's it. And they go on to this page here, submit your essay, but I think this is important. Sorry, you guys, I was reading a little bit up here. So a few notes: we require Google Docs because they facilitate collaboration well, and anyone can create an account for free. If you prefer to compose elsewhere, just copy plus paste your essay in a doc to submit. We ask for a summary. Don't fret over it. We won't judge your summary. It just helps us confirm your essay fits the theme. And then we don't publish anything without your permission. You'll hear from us if we're interested in your essay, and you'll approve all edits before publication. So they have their email if you have any questions. This is how you submit your essay. So your name, your email, submission title, summary, 1 to 3 sentences, and then the link to your Google Doc draft. And then you'll put submit. And then they have a section here just explaining what to expect after you submit. So you guys go ahead and read that, and I'll just leave the link in the description below. And sorry, my daughter's crying. But then they have a frequently asked questions page. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. My daughter's crying. I gotta get my day started. But I will leave all the links in the description below for you guys. Yeah, but go ahead and like, share this video, and also subscribe to this channel for more juicy information. Again, I will be uploading more videos for you guys this week. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next episode.